Am I the jerk for taking away a toy from my wife's 3-year-old nephew after he punched my 11-month-old daughter twice? Would you stand by and watch if your nephew repeatedly hit your infant daughter without a single consequence? My wife's sister and her husband recently came over from Korea for a month-and-a-half visit, bringing their 3-year-old son and their daughter along with them. Their son is, frankly, uncontrollable. He does whatever he wants and simply refuses to listen to his parents. Whenever he misbehaves, they try to talk to him, but he just ignores them. He doesn't understand the word no, and he couldn't care less if you are upset or speaking to him in a firm, tense voice. He just laughs it off. I suspect he doesn't understand because he hasn't been properly taught, but perhaps there is more to it. I am not entirely sure yet. I can see how much effort they put into talking to him, but it just isn't working. In my opinion, boys need discipline and a clear understanding of actions and consequences at this age, otherwise they are just going to go bananas. One day, my 11-month-old daughter crawled over to where he was sitting, and I stayed close by watching to see what would happen since no one else was around. She sat down in front of him, and suddenly, he punched her right in the face. To my complete surprise, instead of facing any kind of consequences, he was rewarded by his mother, who took him upstairs to read him a book. Of course, she explained to him that the baby is small and that hitting is bad, but that was it. This moment confirmed a suspicion I had been harboring for a while. The boy simply does not get disciplined. Some might argue that I don't know everything about their parenting, and that is true. But what I do know is that their reaction to him hitting my daughter was completely wrong. Moving forward, the boy took a liking to playing with an old toy kitchen that my 9-year-old has in her bedroom, so the family decided to bring it down to the living room so he could play with it. While he was playing, my 11-month-old crawled up to the kitchen and started to play as well. This time, I could clearly see he didn't want to share, and he punched her a second time. I immediately stepped in, walked over, and took the toy kitchen away from him, stating firmly, "No more kitchen for you." Naturally, he started to cry, so his parents took him out to the playground to try and calm him down. Later, my wife confronted me, looking visibly frustrated. She told me that he is just a boy and that I don't understand how to raise 2 siblings of the same age. I told her that maybe I don't, but he shouldn't be rewarded for that kind of behavior, and he absolutely should be disciplined. She told me that this was not my place to intervene. I replied that this is exactly my place. This is my house, my toy kitchen, and that was the second time he had punched my daughter. I told her that since his parents refused to discipline him and instead reward his behavior, I took it upon myself to handle it. Everyone in the house heard me. I know I created an uncomfortable environment by saying it out loud, but at the same time, I truly believe that this boy needs to start facing consequences for his actions. I have never raised a boy, so maybe I'm utterly wrong, but my inner voice tells me there is some truth to what I said. A boy has to face consequences.